Hello, everyone, and welcome to our little podcast today. I am very happy to talk with you. I feel excited because our topic is vacation, and it is one of my favorite things in the world. I think vacations are important because they help us relax and feel free. They give us time to enjoy life, see new places, and make new memories. Today, we will talk slowly and clearly so beginners can understand.
Hi, Anna, and hi to all our listeners. I am also very happy to be here today. Vacation is a fun topic, and it always brings good feelings. When I think about vacation, I think about sunshine, good food, and happy moments. I like that we are speaking simply because this is a podcast for beginners. I hope everyone feels comfortable and learns new, easy English today.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, we want everyone to understand. We will use easy sentences and speak like friends. I remember my last vacation, and I smile every time I think about it. A vacation can be short or long, but it always feels special. Some people like beaches, some like mountains, and some like cities. Today, we will share stories, ideas, and feelings about vacations.
That sounds great, Anna. I also have many memories from my vacations. Some were funny, some were relaxing, and some were surprising. Vacations can teach us many things about ourselves and the world. When we travel, we meet new people, try new food, and see new culture. Even a small trip can make life feel bigger. I'm excited to talk about all of this today.
Yes, vacations help us grow. They give us time to breathe and enjoy life. They also help us understand what makes us happy. I think our listeners will enjoy this topic because everyone likes to dream about going somewhere nice. Even thinking about a vacation makes the mind feel light and warm. I hope this conversation gives good energy to everyone.
I agree. So today, our podcast will have 3 parts. In each part, we will share stories and feelings about vacations. At the end, we will make a simple conclusion. And of course, we will keep our English at A1, A2 level. So if you are learning English, you are in the right place. Get comfortable, relax, and enjoy listening. Let's start our first part now.
When I think about a vacation, the first thing that comes to my mind is the feeling of freedom. It feels like my brain is taking a deep breath. I enjoy the idea of leaving my normal routine for a short time. I like waking up without stress and without a busy plan. I also love choosing what I want to do each day. For me, this freedom is the best part of any vacation.
I understand that feeling very well. For me, a vacation is also a break from everyday life. I think it helps me reset and feel fresh again. When I am on vacation, I forget about work and problems. I feel lighter and more peaceful. Even walking slowly on a beach or in a city makes me feel alive. And the best part is that time feels different. It feels softer and happier.
That is true. Time feels different on vacation. It moves in a calm way. I like starting the day with something simple like a warm breakfast and a quiet view. Sometimes I sit near a window and watch people walk by. Sometimes I listen to music that matches the mood of the place. These small moments make me feel connected to the world. They make the vacation special for me.
Small moments are important, yes. I remember one vacation when I sat outside in a little cafe. The weather was warm, and I watched children play in a park. I felt peaceful, and my heart felt soft. It was a simple moment, but it stayed with me. I think vacations help us notice beauty in small things. They slow us down and help us see the world with kinder eyes.
I love that. And I think vacations also help us understand ourselves better. When I travel, I learn what I enjoy and what makes me feel comfortable. I learn what food I like, what places make me happy, and what people make me smile. It feels like a journey inside my heart as well as outside. That is why vacation memories stay with me for a long time. They become part of my life story.
Yes, that is very true. Vacations give us stories to remember. Sometimes they make us laugh years later. Sometimes they make us feel warm inside. And sometimes they even change us a little. I think that is the magic of traveling. It opens doors in our minds, and we always come back home with something new. Maybe a new idea, a new feeling, or a new dream.
When I think more about vacations, I also remember how important the journey is. Sometimes the trip to the vacation place is exciting because it feels like the beginning of something new. I like looking out of the car window or plane window and watching the world move by slowly. It makes me feel small in a beautiful way, like the world is big and full of possibilities. I also enjoy talking with people while traveling because everyone seems a little happier during a trip. Even strangers smile more, and that makes the journey feel warm. For me, the journey is part of the magic.
I feel the same way about the journey. When I travel, I enjoy looking at clouds, mountains, or wide open fields. These views give me peace, and they make me think deeply about life. Sometimes I listen to music, and it makes the moment stronger and more emotional. I like the feeling that I am moving towards something good, something new. I also enjoy planning what I will do when I arrive, like imagining a beach walk or a nice dinner. The journey builds the excitement and makes the vacation feel even more special.
Another thing I love about vacations is the food. Food tastes different when you're in a new place. Maybe it is because you are relaxed, or maybe because the experience is new and interesting. I enjoy trying dishes that I can't find at home. Sometimes the food is surprising or unusual, but that makes it fun. I think food helps us understand the culture and the people of the place we visit. It becomes a delicious memory.
Yes, vacation food is always special. I remember trying fresh seafood during one of my trips, and it tasted amazing. The restaurant was near the beach, and I could hear the sound of the waves while I ate. I felt so happy and peaceful in that moment. Sometimes I take photos of my meals because I want to remember how nice they looked. Food is not only about taste on a vacation, it's also about the feeling. It becomes part of the story you bring back home.
I also think about the weather during vacations. The weather changes the mood of the whole trip. Sunny days make everything feel bright and beautiful. Rainy days make things calm and slow, and sometimes they are perfect for resting. I like both because each type of weather gives a different feeling. I enjoy walking under the sun, but I also enjoy drinking warm tea while watching the rain. Weather becomes part of the vacation experience.
Weather really does shape the mood of a vacation. I remember one trip where it rained almost every day. At first, I felt disappointed, but later, I realized it made the trip cozy and peaceful. I spent more time reading, relaxing, and enjoying quiet moments. It felt like the rain gave me permission to slow down. I also enjoyed warm comfort food, and that made the rainy days feel soft and comforting. Sometimes unexpected weather creates special memories.
Another thing I love on vacation is taking photos. I like capturing moments, colors, and places that make me feel happy. Photos help me remember the trip even years later. When I look at them, I feel the same emotion again. I also enjoy taking pictures of small details like flowers, buildings, or interesting street signs. These small things show the personality of the place. Photos help me keep my vacation alive in my heart.
I also take many photos when I travel. I like taking pictures of nature, food, and simple street scenes. Every photo feels like a small piece of the trip. When I look at them later, I feel like I'm traveling again in my mind. Sometimes I make a small album to share with friends or family. It makes me happy to show them the places I enjoyed. Photos are like little souvenirs that never break or fade.
When I think about part 2 of our topic, I want to talk about planning a vacation. Planning can be exciting because it feels like dreaming with a calendar. I enjoy choosing the place, checking photos online, and imagining what the days will look like. I usually make a simple list of things I want to do, but I do not make it too strict. I like having space for surprises and free time. Planning helps me feel organized, but also happy because I know something good is coming soon. It feels like preparing my heart for a nice adventure.
Planning is a big part of my vacation too. I like looking at maps, reading small descriptions, and thinking about what the place will be like. Sometimes I write down ideas like walk near the beach or try local food. I do not plan everything because I want to enjoy natural moments. But I think planning helps me relax because I know I am ready for my trip. I also enjoy searching for good hotels or comfortable places to stay. The planning stage gives me a feeling of control and excitement at the same time.
When I start planning, the first thing I think about is the place I want to visit. Sometimes I choose a place with warm weather because I love sunshine. Sometimes I want a quiet place, like a small town or a peaceful village. Other times, I want something fun and busy, like a famous city. Each place gives a different feeling, and I choose based on my mood. I also think about what I want from the vacation: rest, adventure, or discovery. Choosing the right place is very important for me.
I agree that the place changes the whole mood of the vacation. When I want to relax, I look for nature, like mountains or beaches. When I want to feel inspired, I choose a city with museums, music, and many things to see. Sometimes I even choose places with special festivals or events. I like feeling the culture of different locations. I think every place has its own personality, like a person. And when I choose the right one, the vacation becomes unforgettable.
Another part of planning is thinking about money. I try to make a budget before I travel. I decide how much I want to spend on food, hotels, and activities. This helps me feel safe and calm during the trip. I do not want to worry about money while I am trying to relax. A simple budget makes everything clear. It also helps me enjoy the vacation without stress because I know I can pay for everything I need.
Budget is important for me too. I like to plan in a smart way so I can enjoy the vacation fully. Sometimes I look for discounts or good deals, and it feels nice when I find something affordable. I also choose what is important for me. Sometimes I spend more on food, sometimes on a good hotel. Everyone has different priorities. Having a budget helps me stay comfortable and enjoy the experience without thinking too much about costs.
Packing is also part of the planning stage. I always try to pack light, but it is difficult because I want to take many things. I usually make a list to remember everything. I pack clothes for warm days and also something for cold evenings. I also take simple items like a small book, a water bottle, and a camera. Packing makes me feel like the vacation is becoming real. I feel excited when I close my bag and say, I'm ready.
Packing is an interesting process for me. I try to take only what I truly need because heavy bags make traveling harder. I pack comfortable clothes, my phone charger, and maybe a hat if the place is sunny. I also bring a small notebook to write memories. Sometimes I add a snack for the journey because food always makes travel better. When I finish packing, I feel a sense of adventure. My bag becomes a little treasure box filled with things that will join my journey.
When the planning is finished, I start to think about the feelings I will have during the vacation. I imagine waking up in a new place with new sounds and new smells. I think about the first morning when everything feels fresh and full of hope. I imagine the air, the sky, and the peaceful energy around me. These thoughts make me feel warm and excited inside. It's like the vacation starts in my mind even before I travel. Dreaming about the trip is part of the joy for me.
I also enjoy imagining the first day of the vacation. I think about opening the window and seeing a new view outside. Maybe I see water or trees or tall buildings. Whatever it is, it feels new and interesting. I also imagine my first walk through the new place, looking around slowly. I feel curious, relaxed, and ready to explore. Thinking about these simple things makes my heart feel light.
Another part of planning is talking with friends or family. They usually become excited too, and they ask many questions. Sometimes they give me good ideas or recommend places to visit. I enjoy sharing the plan with them because it makes the vacation feel more real. Their excitement adds extra energy to my own feelings. Sometimes they even tell me funny stories from their vacations, and I learn from them. Sharing plans always makes me smile.
I know what you mean. When I tell people about my vacation plans, they also become happy. They often tell me, take many photos or try this food, and I enjoy hearing their suggestions. Sometimes they give advice that is very useful, like how to move around the city or where to find quiet places. Talking about my trip helps me prepare in a better way. It also makes me feel supported. It feels nice when people show interest in your plans.
Before I travel, I also like to read simple information about the place. I check the weather, local customs, and interesting things to see. This helps me feel more connected before I arrive. I feel like I already know a little bit about the place. I also learn basic phrases if the country speaks a different language. Even a few simple words help me feel confident. I like being polite and showing respect to local people.
Reading about the place is helpful for me too. I like learning small facts or traditions. It helps me understand the local culture better. I also check transportation, like how to use buses or trains. This makes moving around easier when I get there. I feel safer when I have a little information in advance. It makes the vacation smoother and more comfortable.
Sometimes, before a trip, I feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. Excitement because I'm going somewhere new, nervousness because I hope everything goes well. But this mix of emotions feels special. It reminds me that I'm doing something different from my everyday life. I think everyone feels this before traveling. It's a normal part of the experience, and it makes the trip feel even more meaningful.
I also feel that mix of emotions. The night before the trip, I sometimes cannot sleep well because my mind is full of thoughts. I think about the flight, the hotel, the places I want to see. But even if I am a little nervous, I'm also very happy. I remind myself that traveling is an adventure, and adventures always bring something good. This feeling stays with me until I arrive. It makes the vacation start with a bright energy.
Another part of vacations that I enjoy is buying small souvenirs. I do not buy many things, but I like choosing one or two items that remind me of the place. Sometimes I buy a magnet, a postcard, or a small handmade object. These souvenirs make me smile when I look at them at home. They bring back memories of the trip very quickly. I also enjoy choosing souvenirs for my family or friends. It feels nice to share a little piece of my vacation with them.
I like souvenirs too, especially small and meaningful ones. I usually buy something simple, like a keychain or a small wooden item made by local people. I like souvenirs that have a story or a special design. When I look at them later, I remember the place, the weather, and the people I met. These small objects carry big memories. They become part of my personal travel collection. Souvenirs make the vacation feel closer, even after it ends.
I also enjoy writing short notes or keeping a travel journal. I write down what I did each day, how I felt, and what I saw. Even simple notes help me remember the trip in detail. Sometimes I draw little pictures or paste a ticket or a small photo. The journal becomes a treasure full of memories. I like reading it again months later. It feels like reliving the vacation all over again.
Keeping a journal is a wonderful idea. I sometimes write short notes on my phone when something special happens. I write about food I tried, places I visited, or interesting people I met. Later, when I read my notes, the memories come back very clearly. I feel happy that I wrote them down. It helps me keep the vacation alive in my heart. Writing small details makes the trip more meaningful.
Vacations also teach me to be present in the moment. When I am traveling, I try not to rush. I want to enjoy the sounds, the colors, the people, and the atmosphere. I like sitting quietly and simply looking around. These calm moments help me feel connected to myself and to the world. I realize how beautiful life can be when I slow down. Vacations remind me to appreciate the little things.
Being present is something I also try to practice on vacations. When I stop thinking about the past or the future, I enjoy the moment much more. I feel the warm sun, the cool breeze, or the gentle sound of waves. These sensations make me feel alive. I try to breathe deeply and enjoy every detail around me. These peaceful moments become the strongest memories of the trip. They stay in my heart long after I return home.
Sometimes vacations also bring funny or unexpected situations. Maybe a bus comes late, or a restaurant is full, or I take the wrong turn. At first, these moments can feel stressful, but later, they become funny stories that make me laugh. I remember them with joy, not with worry. They make the trip more interesting and real. I think every vacation needs a little surprise.
I have many funny travel stories too. One time, I ordered food but could not understand the menu well, and I received a dish I did not expect. It was surprising, but it made me laugh. Another time, I got on the wrong bus and took a small adventure through a new part of the city. These moments remind me that mistakes can lead to good experiences. They make the vacation less perfect but more human. In the end, they become the stories I love the most.
I feel really happy after our talk today. Vacation is such a warm and positive topic, and it made me smile many times. I liked remembering simple things like beaches, mountains, and good food. Talking with you made me feel relaxed, like I'm already on a small vacation. I think everyone needs moments like this to dream a little. I hope our listeners also felt calm and inspired. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me today.
Thank you, Anna. I also feel very good after this episode. Talking about vacations reminded me how important it is to take a break. Sometimes life is busy, and we forget that rest is part of living. Your stories made me imagine beautiful places, and that was really nice. I hope our listeners also remembered their favorite vacation moments. I think this topic helps everybody feel a little lighter. Thank you, and thanks to everyone who listened today.
Before we finish, I want to say something to our listeners. Please remember to take time for yourself, even if it is small. A vacation can be a trip, but it can also be a quiet moment at home. You deserve peace, happiness, and rest. If you dream of traveling, keep that dream alive. We are happy to share this warm moment with you. Thank you again for being here with us.
Yes, thank you so much for staying with us until the end. We hope our simple, friendly conversation made your day a little brighter. We will return soon with another soft, natural podcast for beginners. Please take care of yourself and give your mind a small holiday when you can. We are always happy to spend time with you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. See you in the next episode.